it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been at the interior. Taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Come on, sack. Get the flag. This is Mike. Freeze. Check 31. Check 31. Slam, slam, slam. Check it. Check.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Open man is Holmes. 14 yards is to pick up first down New Orleans. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
So we got man. Twist. Curve on. 56 the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Come on, D. Come on. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Here's Jackson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Watch the curve.
They go play action with Jackson. Holmes has got it complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here we go. Here we go. We got it. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check. Watch out.
Now a give left side to Falk. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start here with Jackson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at
all. Looking for a better play coming up on third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the edge. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Check.
From the gun, Hilliard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. All right, let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Who that? Who that? Whip. Watch the whip. Go. Motion. That's it. Let's go. Run it.
On third down, Jackson. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Come on. You better bring it.
Running right, here's Falk. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now it's Jackson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd and 2, Hilliard, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Too little,
Play action. Now Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now withdrawal play. It's Falk. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. Get the flag. Zoom. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Check.
They go play action now. Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check Michael Allen. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Get him on. Rest. Kill. Shift. Watch the shift. Go.
They run with Edwards. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they try the right side here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
Got it. 6. Mike 56 right there. Over. 6. We got to get the ball, D. Get the
to throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They'll run here with Edwards. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down, Hilliard. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Looking to throw. Hilliard. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun, Hilliard. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check, check. Lucky. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check safety.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Hey, check Michael. Who's next? Here we go, D.
Now Jackson, off play action. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're
trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Saints 28, Falcons 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs with a former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Hilliard nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time we have
to leave the booth.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
We got to step it up. Check 9, check 9. Sponge. No. Switch. Zip. Watch twist. Switch.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check Mike 11. Strip that ball. Short. Hey, check Mike 11. Check the out. Check the out. Bang.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Holmes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set.